The Irish conflict, often referred to as the Troubles, was a period of violent struggle that lasted for several decades in Northern Ireland. This conflict pitted the Irish nationalist groups who sought to join the Republic of Ireland against unionist groups who wanted to remain part of the United Kingdom. Historical background: the conflict began in the late 1960s and persisted until the Good Friday Agreement in 1998. Historically, its roots can be traced back to the 19th century, when the island of Ireland was divided between a Catholic majority in the south and a Protestant minority in the north, who favored remaining part of the United Kingdom. 1960s. The beginning of the conflict in the 1960s, the civil rights movement in Northern Ireland began to fight against discrimination faced by Catholics in areas such as housing, jobs, and political representation. These tensions led to violence and riots, such as the Civil Rights March in Derry in 1968, which was violently suppressed by the police. 1970s. Escalation of violence. The 1970s saw a significant increase in violence. The Provisional Irish Republican Army, IRA, formed, launching a violent campaign against British forces and unionist groups. In response, unionist armed groups such as the Ulster Volunteer Force, UVF, were established. Bloody Sunday in 1972 was one of the most harrowing events, where British forces killed 14 unarmed protesters in Derry. 1980s. Attempts at peace and failure. During the 1980s, there were numerous attempts to achieve peace, but these efforts failed to end the violence. Political efforts like the Anglo-Irish Agreement in 1985, which gave the Republic of Ireland an advisory role in Northern Ireland's affairs, were steps towards peace, but faced strong opposition from unionists. 1990s. The road to peace. The 1990s saw progress towards peace through intensive political efforts. In 1994, the IRA declared a ceasefire, paving the way for peace negotiations. After long and complex negotiations, the Good Friday Agreement in 1998 was reached, approved by majorities in both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland through referenda. Good Friday Agreement. The agreement provided for a devolved government in Northern Ireland, respect for the cultural rights and identity of both communities, and normalization of North-South relations.